Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Come on down, it's basement time. All games in the basement.
Yeah, boy.
Do, re, mi, fa, so fuck this show.
Uncle Hank.
Uncle Hank.
Really?
I had a good song there, and you fucking.
How does he keep getting in the booth?
Yeah, how does
I
he
don't
get in
know,
here?
man.
Look,
Uncle Hank must be
just-
magic here.
He's got to have some ninja powers or something.
Listen, kids, listen. I'm just trying to do my audition for American Idol, okay?
And you're clearly failing at that, because. And you're clearly failing at another American Idol, but somehow you succeed at evading the tax cops over there.
Yeah.
Listen. You keep my taxes out of this. You keep my taxes out of this.
It's like
now, I will tell you this.
The IRS and the FBI are all over you right now.
What the fuck is up with your throat?
You're getting over laryngitis.
Okay, so I was gonna complain about you fuckers using my basement every time for this show, but now that I know that, I'm gonna go practice upstairs. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Better hurry up before the IRS gets here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's contagious or anything. It's just
But I'm pretty sure the IRS is contagious.
the laryngitis.
I'm just kidding.
Laryngitis isn't contagious.
Oh, no.
It's
I mean,
just-
well, you also forget Uncle Hank's a dirty boomer, so.
Yeah.
True.
He is a boomer, and he's pretty dumb. I will admit that full-heartedly. I gotta say, which one of us is related to him?
I have no idea.
I know
That's
he-
a good question. I don't
Are
remember
any
having
of
an
us
Uncle
related
Hank.
to him? Maybe he just popped
I
up
mean,
one
I
day and
don't
we
know.
just kind
I
of
mean,
forgot about it.
I'm surprised we actually managed to get the smell out of here.
Yeah,
and
after-
fumigate the damn thing. 'Cause
After
somehow
last-
Hank-
After the last time,
where
yeah.
Oh, gosh,
somehow
last time.
Uncle Hank got smoke bombs.
That was
Yeah.
the
It
worst.
took 2 weeks for that, but
Yeah.
Ugh, it was just awful.
Yeah, that's
All right.
why it took a little longer to record this episode here, because
Yeah.
we had
Had
to
to-
have things cleared
We had to
out.
get
Had
that
to-
smell
had
out
to
of here.
aerate the
Instead of
place.
2-week break, it was only a 3-week break.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a
Yeah,
deal. We
it
just had to wait a
I
little
mean,
bit longer.
Jeez, that made my
The
fart
break
smell
was
like
worth
mint
it.
covered
Yeah.
in lavender.
Yeah.
Right? Which, hey, speaking of mint, today was the Kentucky Derby, so
Oh, yeah.
later we're gonna
So
have to
this-
get some mint juleps to celebrate because
We
Grant,
could-
I did send you that recipe.
Then I will have to make a couple because
Yeah.
side note here, just not related to the show. I've done some bartending in the past, just a little bit.
Really? You did some bartending. I never would have guessed with that bar outside.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyways, but okay,
Moving
so
on.
Yeah.
let's do our quick recap and whatnot. Grant, what was your last 3 weeks like?
Well, let's see. So, I'm going back to school efficiently now.
Holy shit!
I know,
Really?
right? Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I actually haven't told most of you guys. I think I might have told Sinan. I think that's
I haven't seen you in 3 weeks while we've been fumigating this
well,
place.
Yeah.
that's true. But anyway, so I'm going back to college. I'm gonna go get my bachelor's. I have an associate's in business admin as well as IT support and
Yeah,
networking.
you're gonna get
but
some more fancy pieces of paper.
yeah, pretty much.
Look at our little schoolboy over there.
Yeah.
Boy's growing up.
Oh,
I'm
he's so
such a
precious.
good, such a good
I'm
boy.
just gonna pinch those cheeks
They
right
grow,
here.
they grow up so fast.
I know, even though I'm like 31, but no. So I'm getting my bachelor's because I've decided I'm at a point in my career where, by the way, I got a pay raise recently, which is great.
Yay!
Wait. I'm sorry. Golf clap?
Golf clap.
Yeah, little golf clap.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of curious in the audio if this sounds like a bunch of people jerking off.
Yeah. That's gonna be one of the first things I check when I listen to this. Is like, how weird does that sound?
We are kind of in a circle. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it kind of would be like a literal. It's
the
like
the
it's like a
microphones
pentagon jerk because we're kind of like, or what is it like? Because it's a square, but then like I'm on the end here, so it's anyway. I digress.
I mean, the microphones are a bit
Yeah.
phallic in nature.
yeah, they
Yeah.
are. So this is basically a giant innuendo here, but yeah. But outside of that, just a lot of stuff on the side here. Been doing yard work like a 30-year-old boomer does.
Spring cleaning.
Yep.
Spring cleaning.
Yep. Got to maintain the house inside and out. But
Yeah.
we'll move on to Kelly really quick since I know you probably don't have too much to say or don't want to say much because of your throat. But
Well, yeah. Other than getting over not being able to talk for about 2 days,
Yeah.
or as my former coworker from Walmart used to say, "God hit my mute button."
That's a good one.
yeah,
I never heard of that one
I
before.
might use that one here and there.
Other than that, a couple weeks ago, I went to a friend of mine's wedding.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
it was pretty hilarious watching the bride get absolutely smashed,
Oh God, yeah.
hammered, blitzed, sloshed, and in all
tanked.
all other ways completely
All other
knackered.
She got
all
pissed.
other synonyms.
Like they had to carry her out. Okay, so you know at hotels how they got like those luggage carts?
Yeah.
Yes.
They rolled her out on one of those.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
that's how
me and,
I have never
Snan
been
over there
nearly
had
that
to-
bad ever.
That's
We've
how
had to do that
gone
with
she
somebody
was.
we know before.
Because see, what had happened was
I think I know who you're talking about.
yes,
Yep.
yes, you
see,
do.
I do.
what had happened was she's kind of a small girl to begin with.
Okay, so
And over
fully-
the course of the night, like I was keeping track of how much she drank.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, there was the wine at dinner.
Uh-huh.
There was the champagne for the toast.
Sure.
Yep.
There was about 3 shots of whiskey.
Okay.
Ooh, boy.
For a small girl, that could add up.
And at least 5 or 6 shots of tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
all that
it's-
mixing
the
can
wine
will
ain't
do
gonna
with that.
Yeah, and
If
all
it's
the
a glass
different
of wine, that
alcohols
ain't
in
gonna do
general.
much. Champagne,
Yeah.
not much. The whiskey, yes, and the tequila will do it. That's what
It's
probably
like
did it.
it's
Yeah.
like I was like I didn't even like I had the alcohol.
You had some.
It's like let's see, I had the wine, I
Yeah.
had the champagne, I had a Jack and Coke.
Nice.
I had a couple of shots of Jameson and a couple shots of tequila, but also I'm a big guy,
Yeah.
You're a
and I
biggie.
paced myself throughout the night.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Plus, you know,
Moderation is key.
well, also ballasting, as I like to call it, where you make sure you have food in your system.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
Food,
It helped-
take
it-
some, and have some water in there as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Otherwise-
it helps
Absorb.
It helps absorb the alcohol
Sure.
faster.
Yep.
So yeah, I
Less
was
hangover too.
right. So I was feeling good. I didn't even feel buzzed after all that. But yeah, the bride, she's a sweet girl, but oh yeah, she was gone.
She has no
it was-
self-control in that
And it
situation
was
like
every
that.
bit hilarious to watch.
Oh, it was absolutely hysterical by the end of the night where they loaded her up onto the cart. And
Oh, boy.
Like I have pictures of it that I can show you guys later.
Kelly, please tell me someone recorded that.
Oh
whole
God.
thing.
I don't know about video recording, but I do have pictures that I can
I'll
show
take the
you.
pictures later. I'll definitely take
Hey,
pictures.
there's pictures.
That,
There's
they say pictures are worth 1,000 words.
Yeah,
there is
definitely could be.
receipts, so that's good. And that is acceptable.
While you are correct, Chris, that pictures are 1,000 words, a video is priceless.
Video is billions of words in theory.
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
And
Unlike some things we've
'Cause,
seen.
you know, the pictures
Then what would a
kinda-
GIF be? Like a million words,
a GIF would be a
or a
couple-
GIF as it's officially
no,
pronounced?
no, we do not say that.
Okay,
That bird is debolted.
okay. Kelly, anything
Jif
else?
is a type of peanut butter.
It is.
Exactly.
That is.
Kelly, anything else for your 3 weeks?
Other than that, no. So I will hand it over to you, Sen.
All right, I'm gonna throw that at Ross real quick. Hot potato.
Ooh, I
Ooh.
caught the potato.
Ooh, good catch.
Thank you.
Wait, where'd the sour cream come from?
You know what? I don't know.
Are you sure that wasn't your, jizz?
Oh, you just had to say it. You couldn't think.
You had to say it.
You couldn't think.
I couldn't.
You couldn't.
The reason I
you
asked
couldn't
sour
think of a
cream,
nicer way to say that.
I asked for
Splooge?
I asked, I asked where the sour cream came from because there's a dollop of Daisy right there.
Oh, so there it is.
Yeah.
Like seriously, that's why I was like, did Ross predict I would throw him a hot potato and he got sour cream ready? That's the purpose of my question. But no,
No,
mean,
I had to ruin. I soiled it.
I mean-
and by soiled it, I mean more.
Nope. Stop.
Zip it. I'm
We're gonna-
nipping it in the bud.
We're gonna badger you right there.
Nipping it in the bud.
All right, Ross, your 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'll
I mean,
be
I
quiet.
didn't really do much. I got drunk off sangria.
Well, it's always
That
a
we
cause
made,
for
'cause it was
celebration, I
good.
suppose.
No, it was just because fuck it.
Okay.
Which we made. It was good stuff too.
Oh, so you made it from scratch too? then.
Yes.
That's cool.
Nice.
Because I mean,
I think I've only made sangria from scratch like once,
not
if
that,
that.
it's really not that hard to make.
Yeah.
Just get a bunch of good fruits, which we had like oranges, blueberries, raspberries. I think blackberries, some blueberry Moscato wine, and I think some pag. We also had jelly shots at the same time.
Oh, nice.
Those were good. And then we were smoking this, and then we were also smoking.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nope. Did that? I started watching Game of Thrones.
I'm so sorry.
Actually, no.
Sorry.
You know, ironically, I just started like rewatching. I'm like
Honestly,
5
it's-
episodes in.
No, I don't. It's good. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, yeah, from like a directorial standpoint, the early seasons I've heard are like awesome,
I mean,
but I've heard
Peter
the last
Dinklage-
couple it kind of falls apart.
Depending on who you ask, most people hate it because of the 8th season, but it's reasonable because
All I know is like eventually, like they only have 5 books, and like the last couple seasons are based on like a rough outline of what he wants to do with the rest of the series. But they've changed a lot with it. I think.
Okay, so kind of the story what happened with the 8th season The reason why it was so bad, one, it was rushed.
Yeah, sure.
Because the people were writing it thinking, oh, we're going to be able to do Star Wars. Let's just knock this out real quick. And then they're like, they think that they just thought it was never confirmed that they were actually doing it. So they thought they pretty much rushed.
Why didn't they just leave it open-ended and then come back to it when the books are released like 30 years from now at this rate? he's never finishing those books, is he?
If Martin doesn't die first.
I know.
Yes.
It's going to end up being like a Berserk situation, unfortunately, I feel.
Okay, I'm gonna call this one out right now because George R.R. Martin and whatnot. Don't worry, my funeral's coming. He'll be dead, and he'll be like, my funeral's coming. We don't know when.
Yeah.
Yes, no, some funny memes that sound like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
What do we say to the God of Death? Sean Bean's over there.
Yep.
I will see your Sean Bean and raise you a Sir John Hurt. John Hurt had in his career, I think, over 50 confirmed on-screen character deaths.
Wow.
Which is more than double what Sean Bean has.
Yes.
That's pretty nuts.
But at least, some of them, John Hurt's, they're probably memorable, like Alien.
Like Alien.
Yeah.
But, it's like, most people think, you see Sean Bean in a movie, you just know, oh, he's not surviving.
Which makes it all the more fun in the movies where he does survive.
Yeah. It's almost like, is he going to survive or not? He'll probably die, but...
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the big movies you see Sean Bean, is like, oh, he's dead.
But it's always great the ones where he doesn't die, like Flight Plan or The Martian. In fact,
The Martian, that was a good movie, by the way.
Nobody dies in The Martian.
Yeah.
The Martian may be the first ever sci-fi blockbuster in which all the characters survive.
And they make it like a horrible situation for that matter, too.
And yet all the characters survive.
Yeah.
No one dies.
It's actually kind of like a happy ending, all things
Yeah,
considered.
season 8 was so bad, it made George Martin decide, oh, crap, I better actually change my book. So,
Well then.
Yeah.
yes.
But anyway, we digress. I think we should probably move on.
Badger.
Well, I'll make my one final point, real joke here, between Martin and Tolkien. Martin, because there was the thing about George Martin criticizing the plot holes in Lord of the Rings. Tolkien, that's a completed story.
Yeah. And multiple completed stories, because Hobbit and Sumerian, I think.
Silmarillion.
I haven't read that one yet.
Which was basically how the God forming.
It's like the prequel to
It's
both
essentially
those.
the prequel.
Although the Silmarillion was not published until after Tolkien died.
That's true, but he had it completed.
He had it finished written.
Yeah. Then I know he had some like fragmentary passages, and they released like a whole book of like untold tales.
The Book of Lost Tales.
Yeah. So
Wait, what the?
I think
Did anyone else hear that?
probably just like a neighbor doing
It was
something.
I think it was the Lupin.
No, it was.
it
I think it was just one of
Might
the
have been a
neighbors.
cat.
Maybe.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Well, regardless.
Yep.
Anyway, so that is it for you.
That
Rob?
People are
that
doing
is
yard
it for
work
me.
outside.
Your 3 weeks, Chris.
Not really new has changed much outside my life, but in the video game side of things, I actually just finished up Sonic Heroes. I'm streaming on Twitch.
Sonic
Heroes!
Let's follow the stars, or whatever they say.
You know, I'll take that because since I just listened to our older podcast, when you butchered this opening theme for like a good 10 seconds, and I just wanted to stab you over and over again. I'm glad you stopped yourself because I was about to jump over this table.
Jump over the table while I beat you with your own jar.
I swear to God. Oh my! Did anyone else hear our last podcast?
I did. I listened.
I haven't listened to the whole thing just yet, but I will soon enough.
It just, as of this recording, it just came out yesterday. We released it. Just as a side note, we release these every first Friday of the month. So
For now.
it was like, that's for now at least. But
Yeah, with a little luck, hopefully we'll get to like a weekly thing if we get enough.
if we have enough of these on the backlog recorded at some point, maybe we'll do bi-weekly.
Yeah.
But for now, I think monthly's fine.
Yeah, for
Considering
now,
these
let's
get a
just
little
build,
long.
let's build
so-
up the episodes
Let's just feel
at our own pace.
Yeah, exactly.
slowly ease them in.
Feel free to leave us comments and tell us what you like, what you don't like, if we should kill Ross. Just
How bad are my jar jokes? on a
Feedback
scale
is
of 1 to
nice.
10?
We could really use it.
I mean, seeing as how we have 10 full jars of coins, you tell us, Ross.
And you know what? So
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to.
And plus, you're getting my name wrong. It's not Ross anymore. You forget.
Oh, I'm sorry. Toss.
Thank you.
How are
Yes.
you Toss?
Yes, I am Toss now.
When did this happen and how?
Sam made a typo on talking me in a post, so now I'm Toss.
Toss salad.
Yummy, yummy. Like fruit salad, like.
You really had to go there, didn't you?
Hey.
I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you.
We are 6 episodes in, and this is my first jar joke. As far as I'm concerned, I'm ahead of the curve.
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's
Yeah,
fair.
that's true.
I mean, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I still wanted to leave because it was bad.
Yeah.
And even then, I'll still take that bad joke or anything someone else we know makes or thinks it's funny.
Yeah. Now, Christoph, tell me this: how's streaming on your Twitch channel?
Feels good to be playing games on stream, especially GameCube games. And I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast. A couple of years ago, my main GameCube memory card corrupted on me, and I lost all of my entire life's work with the GameCube.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if anyone knows a feeling of losing your save data on your memory card, just one bit of
Yes,
data.
I remember as a kid, I played
do.
Donkey Kong
Worse.
64.
I do.
Yeah.
Although-
So yeah, it sucks losing your entire life's work. For
Maybe
that.
not my entire, but I know how
Now-
it feels to lose things to corrupted beta.
Yeah.
Because I also was smart enough not to deal with the holiday 2004 PlayStation demo disc. Oh, that cursed item.
I lost everything on a
That's a
PS2
future
memory
episode I
card.
did. Cursed.
Yeah, that feeling sucks.
No, okay, so my PS2 memory card, I'm not going to name any names. It wasn't lost like it got corrupted or anything. No, my friend, me and him, we like borrowed each other's memory cards to copy shit onto each other's, and that way it's like, hey, I want to play this game, but I give no fucks. Can you give me all your bonus shit?
Yeah.
Gucci. Okay, I gave him all of my good shit, like related to Devil May Cry 1, and
You gave him unlimited Sparta, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Nice, nice.
Plus, also, a few other things. He gave me back my memory card with God Hand, one thing from Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition,
Nice.
and I forget the third game, but all of my other shit was gone.
Oh! Wait, how?
He deleted it.
Like an ass.
What?
Because the reason he deleted it, his reasoning, in which I tell him this every fucking time when I bring it up.
And I'm 99% sure I know who this is, by the way.
You do know who this is, but I'm not saying any names because
Right, just to be
reasons.
safe.
For raisins.
For raisins, yes.
Yeah.
How about you give an alias name?
Nah.
Nah.
Bob.
Yeah, sure, Bob.
No,
Yeah.
Dick Fart.
Dick Fart.
Dick Fart
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
Dick Fart
yeah.
works.
Anyways, Dick Fart, his reasoning, and I love him, I really do, but his dumbass reasoning is...
The fact that I know who this is going to make me laugh, isn't it?
Listen,
Sorry,
Dick
I'm
Fart.
not the Dick Fart, but go on.
You can be.
I could be, but...
So, his reasoning is because when he looked at my memory card, all of the games on there said I haven't touched them in like 3 years or whatever.
What?
So it's like, well, you weren't going to play them anymore. Bullshit!
But why delete them?
So?
Idiot!
And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm probably not going to play Kingdom Hearts 2 again, but what if I do want to?
Yeah.
I just want to do the Coliseum. I don't need a new save file for
Yeah.
that.
And plus, I mean,
Right.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is not a short game.
No.
Yeah.
Like recently I picked up the 1.5, 2.5
yeah.
combined collection.
Yep, on PS4. Yep.
I'm like, let's see, on a speed run, how fast can I complete the main campaign? If I just like skip every cutscene ever and I don't do any of the side missions, how fast can I get through the main campaign? It's still clocked in at about 20 hours.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And that for the first game, or?
For the second game.
Oh, second game,
Yeah.
yeah.
For Kingdom Hearts 2, that was literally skipping all the cutscenes and doing everything as fast as I possibly could. It still took 20 hours of
Yeah.
gameplay.
And probably going to be at least double that for most people.
In all
yeah.
honesty, Kingdom Hearts 2, if you could also skip that little bit after every cutscene when it's like, oh, you have to do this in this level and we won't let you play at all because we want you to see the fucking camera angles of everything.
Yeah.
That pause of just being like, defeat all the Heartless, defeat all the nobodies,
Yeah.
defeat Zigbar or whatever.
Yeah, and
if you could skip that, you could definitely do it in 12 hours.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And less battles too.
Yeah.
But another thing too, which also brings me to my next a game I'm thinking about touching, since it's also related to one of the games I'm slightly dreading to play.
Metroid?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
LOL Shadow. But you should play Metroid Dread on stream. Then you can literally.
Oh, I have played Metroid Dread on stream.
Oh, okay. That was then you could be literally dreading the game. Ha ha ha. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll get to that
That was
one.
like a jar joke without being like terribly jarry.
That was...
It was
Yeah.
it was jarringly average. There
Well-
you go. There's my jar joke.
If anyone knows anything about Shadow the Hedgehog, you know in order to get to the last story, you have to beat that game literally 10 different times.
Yeah.
That's that takes the fun out of the game entirely, honestly.
I mean, if it has replayability, I can get behind it, but that's just me.
Not for some of the missions you got to do.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like, I've never played it personally, so I'll definitely watch you when you play it on stream.
I played like 2 levels, and I just remember like it was really janky compared because I had gone from like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle to that, and I'm just like, wow, this sucks compared to SA2.
Kind of does,
Yeah.
honestly.
Anyways, but yeah, anything else going on with Twitch streaming or just life in general?
Not really, but on the anime side of things, I actually started watching a new one called Spy Family.
Ooh, I saw that too. That's really good, actually.
Very funny.
I've seen
Yes,
like
it
the,
is.
4 episodes.
I already
out
love
now.
a little girl Anya.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, she's funny.
She's too
I-
adorable.
Well, it's
I
funny
only know
because like
about
she
the
has like the
games.
greatest reactions because only she can
That's
like
like,
understand. Yeah, she has these like oh shit moments, and she's like this like I'm foreign. What is going on?
Yeah, no, like, okay, so,
I'm actually more wondering when she's going to have to break the news that she's a telepath.
yeah,
everyone.
yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Granted, I have not read the manga for this, so I don't know.
Look what I found. It's a badger. Moving on.
Yes.
Yes.
yep,
But aside from that, I am done with my stuff.
yep. Okay, so my 3 weeks. So I discovered 20 new Let's Plays now,
Shut
guys.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no,
I
no.
get. Other than cleaning up the stank that was down here from last episode and everything, mostly been working. Eid was earlier this week, so I enjoyed that. Enjoyed eating like normal people and stuff these days. I feel like I had more stuff to say, but I can't remember right now, so I'll probably jump off a cliff later. How's that sound?
Sounds like an idea.
Maybe.
Well, jump or I push you.
Well,
That's
if it
fine.
comes up, say it later. Or
Wow.
maybe don't. Whatever
I'm
happens.
really forgetting. Oh, saw Doctor Strange 2 last night.
That's right. We did go see Doctor Strange.
I did not.
It was very enjoyable.
I was just meh.
Yep. Let's see here. It was great. I do recommend it, but you know, like if you want to wait until Disney Plus for it to watch it for free, I'm not gonna say no. That's really about it. I can't think of it. Maybe I'll bring it up later. But so let's. Oh, now I remember. I'm friends with a great guy. He's the leader of a. He's the lead. Why I say leader? He's the lead.
He's
of,
the leader of the bunch. Sorry.
I'm glad you stopped yourself.
No. He
Nope,
stopped
I-
himself, so it doesn't
I-
count.
So
You can touch the jar, but you can't shake it in this case. You can imply the jar, but you can't move the jar. Just realize, and now you can move the jar. When I say this,
Grant,
you
please.
realize it is the jar that moves you.
Grant, please. I don't want to murder you.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Can I murder him if that's the case?
If you can do it outside the stream.
Say, Grant, you want to go outside for a little bit?
Ooh, I love the outside sometimes.
Or we just leave and let him have to. No, we don't kill him. We just have to make him live with Uncle Hank for about a week.
Oh no.
Either way,
I think
so-
there's things worse than death, and that's one of them.
Well, with all your stupidness, it deserves it.
So I'm plugging this in for a friend right now because it's related to our topic. A friend of mine, he's the lead developer on a team of games and whatnot. His game that's been out for a while, primarily on like iPhones and shit, which is
Yeah.
why I haven't played till soon.
Yeah.
Soundfall.
Soundfall. Okay.
It is a rhythm-based game. It's fucking amazing.
Wow, this is
And
like the perfect like transition piece then, if that's the case.
the reason why this game is amazing is because I saw him like advertise. I was friends with him before the game was truly in development.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I'm bringing this in, it's officially coming to PS4 and PS5.
Oh,
so
nice. Okay,
we'll
great.
be able to play it.
Good.
So I highly recommend that game to people.
Yeah, I'll
and
have
on to our subject of today's game.
Yeah.
You should probably post that in our little group chat. Just as a reminder. So.
Yeah.
I definitely shared the post on Facebook, but I'll definitely send it.
I'll make sure to put a link on the Spotify
Yes.
description for the episode too.
Yes.
Sounds good to me, but yes.
But yeah, no, I'm not sure exactly. It's supposed to come out on PS4 and PS5 this spring, so
Okay.
sometime soon. Hopefully.
So it's kind of like it's got a release window, but not an actual date.
yes.
Okay.
But
Good
That's
way to-
all we need to know for
That's
now.
good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good way to start if you
Will,
haven't.
will it
figured
be
out
on
the
like
topic
Steam
today.
and all that too, or?
it's already on Steam.
Oh.
It's been on Steam for a while.
Oh,
now.
okay, great.
Yeah. But like, it did come out originally for like iPhones and stuff, not
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Android. Surprisingly, I'm like,
Oh, really?
bro,
Ha.
That's-
please make this for Android. I will buy it right now.
I'll be blunt. I don't play a lot of phone games.
Well, so it's a rhythm shooter game.
Yeah. The fact that it's on Steam makes it like 10 times more appealing than phones. Like developers, I don't know how many people care about phone games, but me
You
personally,
guys not have
yeah.
phones?
Yeah. That was like the most tone deaf like business PR
Yes.
moment ever. But anyway, I digress.
In a bad string of Blizzard.
Yeah,
PR
they are making it for PC now, which is, I guess, good. They got the point, but come on, Blizzard. I barely even play your games, but come on, Blizzard.
You were already digging yourself a grave and already.
Your best franchise, which I would say is
oldest
Diablo.
franchise at the time.
Yeah, Diablo is probably their best franchise, put bluntly, in my opinion, at least. Like, just don't do that.
So how about we talk about some rhythm games now?
I agree. Yeah, let's finally get
Play some more rhythm games.
That's not rhythm. That's just loud, obnoxious noises.
Yeah, that's rhythm games.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess it could be. Oh my God! Look at the mics. They're literally all peaking right now.
Okay.
And now we're done.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I feel like when people listen to this episode, that'll be the most annoying part right there.
They're gonna hate that. If they can get past that part, good for them.
Nah, we've heard it much more annoying, probably.
If
guess
they
so.
can get past you screeching a song, then
I mean, they've had to do it once already.
They
That's
can
true.
get past anything. But
Yeah, that was the Dark Souls of our episodes so far, isn't it?
I guess.
Yeah. I don't know,
We'll
like-
go with that.
At some point, we should like do an episode like years from now or however long, like where it's just like literally like the top 10 jar joke moments or something like that. Like, what are the most cringiest moments on the show?
You see,
All of
We
them?
probably have
No,
to start
no.
taking notes on each of
Yeah.
our episodes from here on out.
We
for that
we
one.
probably should, honestly,
If we do that, I will we'll never complete that list. You
Yeah.
want to know why?
because there'd be like a 5-hour episode.
Because there'll be so much cringe in this episode alone. I will murder myself.
Yes.
And murder you all before myself.
Who doesn't want to probably listen
Fine,
to
I
us
can maybe-
cringe, though, just for the heck of
I
it?
could maybe, just maybe, do a solo episode where I'm like, okay, these are the user-submitted top 10 jar joke moments.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
But anyway, let's get back to the actual
We're
topic.
going to cut that head off right there.
Parappa the Rappa. Who didn't grow up with that?
I didn't grow up, but I played it. I played it like in my like teens, I would say.
Yes.
Never played it.
I played it originally. It was good. I mean, how can you not?
Or what is it? Chip
punch,
kick
stall
punch,
in the mind.
not chip chop. I was
Sadly-
like halfway there.
Sadly, I
Master
never
Chop
played
Chop
it back
That's
in the
what I was
day,
mixing up,
but I did actually buy a slightly remastered version that came out on the PS4.
Where they screwed up the actual timing inputs.
Oh, did they?
That was bad.
The timing inputs I heard were pretty bad in
Because,
the
like,
the
normally
chicken
you
cooking
think-
episode.
Yes.
Wait, tell me a little bit about that. How do they
So
screw up the
basically,
inputs?
well, we'll start. How it's supposed to work is
Yeah.
while the song's going on, you got the button prompts on screen. And
Sure.
You think, oh, if I hit it on the exact time it hits the button, it'll work.
Sure.
No, the remaster. No, you literally have to hit it. Like, say, here's the button. You'd have to hit the button about right when the meter gets here for it to count.
So there's input lag. That's really
Yeah.
weird.
Especially
That
when
I mean,
it
I
gets-
get it. It's a
weird.
wireless controller, but still.
Well,
they
no,
should-
I mean, it was bad.
No, like basically when they were bringing it over, they just fucked up somewhere in the code.
And not even with like patches, they were able to fix it.
No idea.
Oh, wow.
I haven't played the remaster.
I actually was able to beat the remastered version even when it was bad because it's like, oh, I hit it before it gets to the thing.
So here's hoping, like whoever's like, I'm gonna try that game now that there's patches. But watch, someone's like, I'm gonna try that game right now after patches before I'm saying this part.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, see, I beat it just fine. What are they talking about?
Yeah.
And then they hit play on the episode after commenting about how, oh, you guys just suck at rhythm games and whatnot. And it's like, bro.
There's gonna be trolls regardless.
Yeah,
so.
I know, but I'm on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So I guess in a way, if you want the definitive experience, get the original copy.
Sure.
If you can find the original copies for PS1, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, PS1 and PS2, if I remember correctly, because
Well,
wasn't the sequel
there
on
was
PS2?
a sequel on PS2. Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't played that
and
one
then
though.
there's the side knockoff of Jammerlandi.
Yeah, I heard that one was good. I never played that one though. I
I
don't like it
barely
all.
played it, but I don't know it was Parappa the Rapper, everything in style, but it was like rock version.
Yeah, which honestly I'd probably enjoy that more since I like rock better than rap anyway. So
yeah.
Yeah, there's good rap songs.
Yes.
yeah, I liked Parappa though.
Yeah, speaking of rock and roll, I never played this game myself, but I watched someone play it back from the PS2 era. Friggin' Guitaru Man.
Oh my god, that game
Yes,
is like the
yeah.
weirdest game
Beanie.
ever.
Beanie over at Owens.
So that
It
and,
was-
and Katamari Damacy are probably the two most Japanese games I've ever played in my life.
Katamari.
Like Guitar
Yeah, but
Man,
anyway.
Guitar Man is weird, but the music is actually pretty.
Yeah,
banging.
it is.
Yeah.
But there was a friend of ours from college,
Beanie. Beanie, right?
Beanie, Mr. Beanie.
Yep.
Did he play at Owens in
Dude
like the?
could speed run Guitar Man.
I saw that guy play it at
Seen him
Owens
do it.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, and he was just going crazy. I was just like,
Yeah.
how is he How is he keeping up with this? But yeah,
And the fun fact
That's
about
practice for you.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
and here's the fun fact about old Mr. Beanie. He's actually half deaf.
yeah,
Wait, really?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you have a half deaf guy playing a music game, and he's really fucking good at
That
it.
that reminds me of like the prodigies that like they're blind but they can like play baseball or something like that. It kind of reminds me of that.
Mozart.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like Mozart.
Beethoven.
Mozart never played baseball.
You don't know that.
Mozart's
Baseball hadn't even been
Mozart's still
invented
alive,
yet.
guys.
Well, maybe he invented it and just didn't bring it up because he.
I doubt it. I mean, of course, he did. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he said something that was baseball, because Mozart did make a song that was that could have been translated into "lick my ass."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, it's funny you mentioned Guitar Hero, man, because before we did this episode, I wanted to check out a couple games that I never played. That was one of them, and I played like 4 levels, and I got to the level with the shark in outer space trying to eat you, and then like I kept getting my butt handed to me, so I stopped playing it. But I got to say the best part was like what was it, like Mojo B or whatever his name? He was so cool.
Dude, he has
Yeah.
got the most killer track in the
Yeah,
entire
he was
game.
dope. Like I liked that part a lot.
Oh yeah, like that is a track that you can groove to.
I know, right? It was like funky, but like it was like grounded at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna keep on the rock, I mean, should we talk about Guitar Hero?
Oh,
yeah,
you mean
we
these
probably
games
should
we
at
got
least
right
mention
here?
it once.
We would
Oh,
be
you brought a
remiss if
couple
we
with you?
didn't.
I mean, this wouldn't be right.
Wait.
It's not. If you're gonna be talking some video games, it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have some of the games with me.
Oh yeah.
Right, you're not wrong.
We're not even video recording these, but yeah, he just for the viewers or listeners, not viewers, he does
We have
bring
props.
physical
We have
copies.
props.
Yeah.
So if you can hear this, listeners, through the microphone, I am waving Guitar Hero smashing hits.
Yeah. All I know is what was it? Through the Fire and Flames. Was that on?
That was 3.
Was that
right
3?
there.
Yeah.
That was 3.
The greatest final boss battle of all time, probably.
Actually, no.
Actually,
Okay.
For a
technically,
rhythm
that
game.
was
Okay, no. Actually, no.
that
Oh,
theme was the
After.
devil went down to Georgia.
yes, that
Okay.
was the
But
boss battle.
that version
Uh-huh.
was Steve Omulet's version. If I hope I
Yes.
got that name
It
right.
wasn't- It was basically a cover because it was basically a rock metal cover of that song.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because Charlie Daniels does the original,
Actually,
and you cannot mess with that.
You guys know what the best song on all those are, though?
Trogdor.
Yes! I was about to say
Trogdor
was a man!
I mean, he was a dragon
man!
Or
Just a dragon. I love
he
him.
was still
in the countryside.
I love Homestar Runner, just a side
Oh,
Who
note.
does
man.
not?
I miss
Even
my-
though I'm actually slightly out of it for a
Oh,
while.
I miss Homestar.
Repeat after me.
Actually,
Job?
probably second.
Jorb.
Sure.
Jorb.
Probably second.
I did not install light switch for you to have light switch disco ready.
We had that light switch installed for you, so you could.
I feel like if we don't get back to the topic, we're going to be talking about Homestar for another like 5 minutes. So we should probably,
Badger.
yeah, we
Badger.
should badger.
Okay,
Yes.
so-
You know, this isn't a podcast for us. We don't have a few Badger moments.
Yeah, we
Let's be
definitely
honest with it.
should have plenty of them, but
Okay, so
it should be at least a little on topic at times.
so mushroom.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But back to Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably
Man, I
second
remember-
favorite song I like. And since Trogdor also came from Guitar Hero 2,
Yes, it did.
Thunder Horse by Death Clock.
Ah, that was a good shit.
Yeah.
Don't forget Knights of Sidonia.
Ooh, yes.
that
was
one's
in
actually,
3.
I think, in 3.
That was in 3
Yeah.
by Muse.
Yep.
Which
I'm not huge into Muse, but that's easily their best
Another
song.
good one from 3. I mean, Stricken.
yes,
Never go wrong with that.
My favorite from well, there's 3 favorites in Guitar Hero 2. Tonight I'm Gonna Rock You Tonight by Spinal Tap.
Okay,
Because
sure.
who doesn't love Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
People
Goes
who've had a Spinal Tap.
It goes to 11.
These go to 11. It's one louder, isn't it? Freaking Psychobilly Freakout.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Although I do like how someone once described it's like if Psychobilly Freakout on Expert doesn't kick your ass, you either have extra fingers on your left hand
Yeah.
or your name is Reverend Horton Heat. And then also Guitar Hero 2, because me being who I am, and y'all saw me rocking out to it last week when Chris was playing it.
YYZ.
YYZ by Rush.
Yeah.
And yes, it is pronounced YYZ. They are Canadian.
Yeah, they are
It
very
is pronounced Zed.
Zed.
Fight me, nerds.
All right, put him up. Put him up. I'll take you.
A battle is surely brawling.
yeah. Guitar Hero had a good amount games back then. Aside from the mainline number series, you also had your.
I mean, Jesus
spin-offs
Christ, you got
as
like
well.
literally like 10
I think
copies
he's
there.
got pretty much every single game. in
yeah.
the
Yeah,
series.
actually, I do.
I believe you
From
do.
the PS2 area, Guitar
Actually, you
Hero
have a couple
1
like Guitar
and
Hero
2,
2s on there, I see.
and then we've also Guitar Hero 2 did originally come on the PS2. Then
Man,
I think
I remember that
a couple
era when
months
that
later
was,
came
like-
on the 360 with
Yeah.
slightly enhanced graphics
Sure.
and DLC content. But
Yep.
some of the DLC content was mainly songs from the previous
Warriors of
game.
Rock that had 2112 in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It had the entirety of 2112 that you had to play.
That's
the
like 20 freaking minutes.
Yeah, and it's the entire suite, and it's basically the final challenge in Warriors of Rock. And the best part is, you actually get an introduction from Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson. Explains like, okay, here's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great advice. Good luck. That's all you need to know.
See now, okay. So growing up,
Yeah.
I never cared for Guitar Hero
I was never huge into it, but I love the music. So.
until Rock Band. And like the strictly
The natural progression.
Sure.
yeah, and like
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
Guitar
Oh.
Hero, they also had this little spin-off for Band Hero.
You know, I played DJ Hero. I thought it was kind of cool for what it was.
That doesn't exist.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No one liked it.
I thought it was okay.
no
I got
no
it for
one liked
$5 though. That's probably why
It was a step too far.
yeah.
No, like, I appreciate
For the $5 I paid, I enjoyed it.
It was
Let's
an
put it that way.
idea that we tried.
Yeah.
I appreciate the efforts. The execution is where it falls flat.
Sure.
Especially when it's like when you're a DJ, you can adjust the song however you want.
Yeah.
But this game, no, you can only adjust it this way and this way only.
Yeah.
And the controllers are kind of whack in my opinion.
It was like
It was
weird.
off.
Well, I liked it because it was so weird and unconventional.
It was nice for getting you handled with doing an actual DJ set.
Sure.
If you actually did DJ work and shit. But other than that, though.
But I mean, you could say that with the Guitar Hero controller
Yeah.
with guitars. I mean, that's
Well-
nothing like a regular guitar and how that
yeah.
works. So
Duh.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
so
But, like,
I don't think that's really a valid argument, is what I'm saying.
I mean, again, it's just
Yeah.
like fucking. It was a great idea.
Yeah, it was a good one-off. I
Flat
feel.
execution.
Yeah,
Then
they only
didn't
made
need
two
to make.
DJ Hero games, and I guess it
Oh, they
would-
made a sequel. I didn't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
I was actually shocked.
There was,
with that.
there was a lot of Daft Punk in that game.
that. Yeah. Well, I like Daft Punk. That's
Who
yeah.
does-
Right.
But Daft Punk is good stuff.
Who doesn't
Right.
like Daft Punk?
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
People who have no
I
rhythm
mean,
and
they
taste
made
of
an
life.
entire
So
freaking anime,
communists.
Right.
which I have that.
Yes. It was good.
Nice.
But
yeah,
anyway,
I'm
continuing.
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot Band Hero was actually a thing.
Most people forgot Band Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really did too.
No, but no, like the reason I like Rock Band is
That's
more
the
like
kids' bop of Guitar Hero.
It really is.
That's like the perfect example.
You know,
for
I'm
description.
not gonna lie with that one. Yeah.
It's like they took Guitar Hero, but now every track is Bop by Hanson.
I have some funny Hanson stories.
No.
Two of them, and I'm
No.
not going to mention them.
After the
I'll mention it after
Later.
the podcast.
After the podcast. Did someone say Hanson?
Get back here!
The love of all that is holy. What the fuck are you doing here? I just like Hanson. Okay, like fucking Hanson's a good.
Does anybody know Hanson besides Mbop though? Like, do they have any other songs that anybody is aware of?
The only Hanson brothers I care about are the one from the movie Slapshot.
Exactly.
All right.
Love those guys.
That is a good movie. I will agree.
Wait, are you saying that somebody agrees with something with Uncle Hank in here?
No, I'm not agreeing with Uncle Hank. Uncle Hank agrees with me.
Oh,
that
I see.
Slapshot is a good movie.
I think pedophiles should die. I can't argue that. He's got a point. There.
I can't.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Yes.
So
yes.
I feel,
Why are we gonna boo him? He was right.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna go back to practice American Idol. But
Yep.
Yep. Enjoy
Yep,
yourself.
okay.
Don't enjoy yourself too much,
You
though.
know what? The fact that he just left peacefully like that, I gotta applaud. So golf clap.
Golf clap.
Ah, it's so clappy.
That just sounds like another. That's
It's like a minor jar shake.
yeah. Anyways,
Going.
So
I was actually not to
I'm
cut
sorry.
you off,
You go.
but probably my favorite Guitar Hero story. So they used to have, the demonstration stations at like your Walmart.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh.
The ones that you break your neck.
Good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking
Oh.
way up at the
Ah,
TV.
yeah.
I just felt my neck have a pain just thinking about it.
The
So-
youngsters of today will not know these. Back in my youth, we had these display GameCube stations. You can stare 20 feet up in the air to see those televisions. And I'm going to shut up.
And then
So-
your neck goes back.
Yeah.
So they had one set up for Guitar Hero 2, I think
Uh-huh.
it was. And, the kids were all lined up. Everyone's taking turns.
Yeah, it was a novelty at that
You could
point.
play a full song.
Yeah.
You could play a full song and then, pass it to someone else, play a full song, pass it to someone else.
Yeah.
So we're going and we're going. And, one of the final songs in Guitar Hero 2 is Freebird by Leonard
Oh, God,
Skinner.
yeah. That's what, a 10-ish minute song? Something like that?
About 9 minutes.
Yeah.
But notorious for having, it's a fairly complicated song to play,
It
even
is.
in real life.
Yeah. It's a great song, though.
Some guy rolls up, and I had just finished playing, I think I had played Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
But I was
I actually love that song, Guitar Hero 2, and
Yeah.
it's kind of sad. I prefer that cover in Guitar Hero 2 over actual Nirvana's actual version.
fair.
I mean,
I'll
it's
give it to you.
preferences.
I'll
Yeah.
give it to
Well,
you.
yeah. Well,
But so I had played, I think I was playing on medium at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy rolls up, goes straight for Freebird, puts it on expert. Would you like to know how long he lasted?
I'm going to say 2 minutes.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
He did the whole thing, didn't he?
Grant actually got it right.
Oh.
He lasted through the entire slow section, but the minute that
Yeah.
it changes gears into the fast part, he was
That's
done.
why I said that, because
He
it gets
was done.
stupid after that point.
Yeah, he was done after the first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That just
Any
reminds
normal
me-
person, I would expect that from.
And of course, then we all start laughing.
Yeah.
At him.
Yeah.
Because he
That
thinks
just
he's like,
reminds
oh,
me that,
I'm so cool, but...
back in the day.
If you're gonna be showing off, you better make sure you actually play that shit at home.
Yeah.
That just reminds me, the old Owens days when Guitar Hero 3 was freshly out.
Yeah.
We used to have a rolling bet. Who could get past 3% on expert playing through the fire and flames?
Oh, God.
'Cause nobody could.
No one could do that.
And most of the time, it was just us flailing the buttons.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You flail the buttons and you hope for the best.
Yeah.
One of my brothers was able to do it on Rock Band, actually.
Wait, it was on Rock Band as well?
As DLC content,
DLC,
actually.
okay.
Yeah. Very good. I was like, he did it on expert and got all the way through with 91%. I was like, well, shit,
That's
man.
not bad, yeah.
Yeah. And it was like his third try.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's shockingly impressive.
Right?
I mean, Rock Band was good stuff. It had one of my favorite. I mean, it had a South Park song on there.
It did,
true.
didn't it?
It had Timmy and the Hordes of the Underworld.
They had 2 South Park songs there.
What's the other one?
Poker Face by Cartman.
Yeah, by
Yeah,
Cartman,
the DLC one.
I'm sorry. The best Cartman cover goes to "Come Sail Away." Was Cartman covering "Come Sail Away" by Styx?
That is a
But
good,
that was pretty
But
brilliant.
the best South Park song, period, is the Ballad of Brian Boitano.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say that one's pretty up there.
Exactly.
Chocolate Salty Balls was pretty good, even though it wasn't Cartman.
You can't beat Chef with chocolate
Yeah.
salty balls.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not wrong. I've literally made people
Isaac
stop
Hayes was
doing.
like a legit artist, too. So.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah, Isaac
Hot
Hayes,
Buttered
man.
Soul is a really good album, actually, just a side note.
Which, by the way, rest in peace, Isaac Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
No, singing. I used there was a couple of times at karaoke nights. I actually sang "Chocolate Salty Balls."
Nice.
Ooh.
How'd that go for you?
There was one back when I lived in Rothford. It was a place called the bar is called Moe's.
Oh, yeah.
The guy actually stopped doing the karaoke nights apparently because of me singing that. And my logic is, if you're gonna get mad at me singing that,
Don't
don't
have it
put
on
it
the-
as a book. Don't put it in the book available for you.
Exactly.
But one of my favorite stories, again, trying to do Chocolate Salty Balls, was over at Eastgate Lanes. They would have karaoke times there a couple times. I was performing it there. I got to the part where he starts talking. Wait a minute. What's that smell? I got to that part. Some fat lady come up. That's offensive. That's offensive.
No shit.
And they made me stop singing the song because this lady was yelling.
Wow.
So you got Karen's.
I got a total Karen.
You
yes.
got Karen Plus.
And my initial response.
more like Karen plus sized.
No, I'm not kidding. Yeah,
That was
it was a
brutal,
plus.
but
It was a
fair.
plus size Karen.
Yeah.
And my immediate response is since I couldn't, I was a little younger at the time, so I couldn't be too rude in public as much as I wanted to. My immediate response was to start singing "Kyle's Mom's a Bitch," but directed towards that lady. So to be like, "Yeah, you're a bitch, you're a big fat bitch, you're the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. You mean this bitch, you're the bitch, you're Bristol, our boys and girls." I did not do that.
You wanted to, though.
Oh no,
It was ringing in your mind, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that.
but yeah.
I mean, that was like what, a couple of years ago.
Oh, I was still in high school when I did that.
Back in the
before I
day.
met you guys.
Before the war
I was at
began.
Penna.
Before we existed, got it.
Yes. I was at Penna at the time.
You see, until you meet someone, they don't exist.
Sure.
True.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I actually
And
went to
it was
Penta
how
as
they
well.
was before they
Yay.
was.
Yeah. Before I met Kelly, he didn't exist.
Conceptually, at least.
That's hurtful.
But then I was like, I want Kelly. And then he appeared.
Kelly!
My initial
Kinda sounds like
encounter
Timmy.
was I was waiting for the bus at Owens, and he just showed up.
Ah.
Yeah, it's weird how that thing's. The shack at Owens. It's a great place to meet people.
It really
It
was.
was.
You never know who might show up.
It's kind of like a box of chocolates.
It kind of is. You do kind of have a Forrest Gump moment.
Yeah.
You just
I
sitting
met
on
like
the-
most of you guys
you're
from there. So
You're just sitting on the bench, or in this case, those really nice couches that they used to have.
Oh.
Or you just run into someone.
Or when they had
every day.
actual, like when they had actual couches.
yeah.
When they had the actual arcade cabinets.
Oh,
Oh.
like, I remember
Ah,
the
yes.
metal slug there was awesome.
Yes,
My-
they did.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just Metal Slug. It was like,
Well, it was
Metal
like
Slug
the
and a
S and
couple
K.
other, like,
Yeah.
Actually,
SNK unit
They had
games.
DDR and
Mhm.
Tekken 5.
Soul Calibur 2,
Yeah,
I
why
remember
did they get
they
rid
had.
of those anyway? Just too distracting?
Noise
or?
complaints.
Uh,
Because God forbid we go to the shack to unwind and have fun. But I want to study, bitch. You want to study? Go to the fucking
I know.
library.
Go.
That's what
There's
it's for.
plenty
Go to
of
the
other
library.
places
The
you can
library
study.
that's all the way on the other side of the fucking building.
No, the
There's
library
no
was
one
in
here.
the nope. The library was in the same area as the shack.
I could swear there was.
It was on the
ends, though.
opposite.
But it's on the opposite end.
That's what I was saying. The
Yeah.
other side of the
Yeah.
fucking building.
There's
Okay.
no way they could
not
hear
other
it from
side
there.
of fucking campus. Other side of the fucking building.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the shack. There's gonna be noise there because you had the grill. In
And by the
there.
way, Shack is SHAC, not
Yeah.
like CK.
it was called the
Uh,
shack because it was
was
like
like
health and activity
Yep,
center.
that's- yep.
But
Every-
almost everybody called it the shack.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It was just
because
its name.
It was even on the fucking side of the building.
Yeah.
It was shack.
Shack.
It
yep.
was an acronym.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no, like
And good thing no one did any kung fu there, because then it would be. Wait for
That,
it.
Don't you even dare!
No. We cut him. We cut him
Bite
off.
your
No.
tongue.
Hey, I at least bit my tongue down. You can't shake that jar, because it's an implied jar joke, but it's not a jar joke.
Because of that, that's what you get.
Fine.
That's what you.
I will permit it this time.
No, we permit.
Yeah.
You accept.
We have allowed it.
Now back to the mushrooms from this badger.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Ross brought up the shack, DDR. Who didn't love DDR?
Who
right?
didn't at least? Who
I
hasn't
kind
at
of
least
suck
tried
at
to?
DDR.
Who hasn't at least?
Oh, I tried it though.
It's good lord.
But,
It's got like what, 5 games there?
So we got
6.
Six,
yeah.
technically.
Okay, so we got DDR Supernova, we got DDR Supernova 2, we got DDR Max 2, DDR Max Extreme 2, DDR Extreme.
Ooh, the
and
Mario one.
Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix.
Wait, so tell me about the Mario one. What was on that exactly?
Just Mario.
Just
songs.
Mario songs, I assume, or
Yeah, Mario remix, techno remix, songs, some Mario songs. We got some original stuff too.
Okay.
And as it says on the back here, shake it to over 25 dance-flavored songs from remixes of classic Nintendo themes to familiar favorites.
Ah.
With 5 difficulty levels, dancers of all abilities can get into the groove. The path to Mario's dance party is simple. Left, right, up, down, right, down.
And speaking of difficulty, I'm gonna go on record and say this: out of all the DDR games I've ever played, Mario Mix is by far the easiest one.
I believe it.
So even
It's-
though it's hard,
Well,
it's still easier than
Yes.
DDR normal.
And with the
on medium.
funness of DDR,
Pretty much.
That's
That's
sad.
because
And then,
they're super hard. The maximum difficulty that Mario Mix has is pretty hard, but one thing it does not have that the others have: the hold steps.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you had to hold down on one while tapping the others.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with every DDR academy, you had the people that would just play it for fun, ha ha ha.
Yeah, and then you see people that are just like breakdancing practically
Yes.
on it. They're going
Right.
nuts on it.
And you have
Oh,
the
yeah.
people who don't ever leave it. Like the moment they get
Yeah.
there, they just stay there the whole time.
Yeah, and then you can never get a chance
Then you had
on it.
and then you had the real assholes who would double pad it.
Oh god, yeah, the real show
Oh,
offs.
the best of the best.
The insane people.
I think like and not to sound like a stereotypical asshole, especially if you go to an arcade, it was probably an Asian dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely that stereotype for better or worse.
No, actually, I knew this one person. She tried holding classes for how to play DDR. I'm like,
I remember that.
why?
But like
Really? That was an actual class?
Like she tried to, but people called her out for being like, this is dumb, right? They have the
Yeah.
instructions right there on the actual game.
all you do
right?
is
Yeah,
tap
that
the
is
buttons
pretty
with your
dumb.
feet
No,
and do
like-
it well.
Like
That's it.
legitimately, Lima. I'm gonna call her Lima. Lima, which is the worst part of Ohio, fucking calling it out now.
No, Youngstown's way worse.
You know what? I'll take you up on that. Lima is the second worst. So Lima, literally, all she wanted was just to have people watch her play DDR. That's all fucking it was. She actually
So it was an ego trip. Okay.
She wanted people to pay her to watch her play this game. And I actually went to watch her little class thing
just
once.
to see it.
And it's just like, you're literally asking people for like $5 to $10 to watch this class. And it's not even like, here, I'll show you how to do this thing, and then I'll watch you do it. No, it's just, watch me, and then there you go. And it's like, no. Fucking everyone asks for their money back, which respectfully so.
That's what I say. That's like an Ed and Eddie level scale.
Yeah.
Like, why would you even...
Yeah, actually, that is.
no,
And I'll bet this person wasn't even that good.
No, you see, no, she's great. She's one of those ones that will actually play nothing but DDR in the arcade all day long. She's one of those people. But no, you see, an Ed and A scam, at least you get something out of it.
Yeah.
Not what you want, but you get something.
Yeah, it's like a monkey's paw.
And plus, an Ed and A scam would be like, they would try to make their own DDR.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
And
exactly.
then
Okay,
charge you
fair
money.
enough.
Yeah.
They make their own DDR, and just like the person on screen would be Ed dancing around like a fool every
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
You got a note, right?
Why can I actually see that now in my head?
I know,
because
right?
You mentioned that.
Like Eddie would be like, "Come on up, folks, 50 cents to play the game for 5 hours."
Yeah.
And Double D would make the machine, so every time you press the button, it's just Ed getting hit with.
That's like deleted episode right there.
So like every time you step on a fucking step button or whatnot,
He'll
It just hit
dance.
that in the face.
you'd see a boxing glove punch Ed, and he would just the crotch, the chest, or the face, and he'd just be like, "Groovy, baby." That's a perfect step.
Actually,
I
wait.
mean,
a minute.
you're not
No,
wrong.
better yet. For Double D, I can imagine playing that little instrument he's actually really good with.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
The steel
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah, no, but honestly, that was one of my favorite episodes because just like you never expected that from Double D.
Yeah.
It's
and
like,
then, you know,
this
we
instrument
need
is
to
so
really
mortifying.
Get out of here fast.
Man,
Just like the time.
that show defied all laws.
That was a
Yes,
great
it
show,
is.
though. It really was.
I mean, come
that was
on.
one of the best Cartoon Network
I've
shows.
said-
That's
Ed-
Badger.
Badger.
Okay.
I do got one question for everyone. What was your first experience with Dance Dance Revolution in general?
Owens.
Major Magics, probably our
Definitely
local
Owens.
arcade here.
For me, it was Owens.
At my own home, PS2, DDR Max 2.
I mean, when they actually added a unit called Dance Dance because actually, eventually, before they got rid of them all because people suck,
Yeah.
like, instead of DDR, it was called In the Groove, but they just had all the DDRs on it.
Yeah.
Was In the Groove like an off-brand version?
Yeah.
or?
It was more like a compilation.
Yeah, In the Groove, like it had
kind of
its
like
own
a Chinese
original stuff,
bootleg.
but
Or,
like it had its own good stuff. It was basically like a DDR game. Like everything about it said DDR, but like it had its own original stuff, and then it had a bunch of other DDRs put into it.
okay, so it was like
That you can choose from. Hell,
Well,
for
I
some
guess my
people-
story does predate you guys a little bit. As I've mentioned in the past.
Well, remember, we only exist to you about 10 years ago, so this definitely predates us.
Yeah, my dad was in the bar business at Miss Q, and on the side that had the billiards and whatnot, they had a machine there, Dance Dance Revolution, third mix, apparently.
third. Ooh.
Yeah, before Extreme and all this other crap came about.
Yeah.
It did look interesting. I saw the intro like God knows how many times. I was slightly interested in trying it, but there's also that part of me that held me back because you really want to make an ass of yourself if you fail.
That's a,
I mean,
that's
who-
a good point.
It's a bar. You're probably gonna look like an ass if you're even slightly drunk playing it.
Yeah, so that
So that's-
stopped me from even doing anything, and
Ah.
I couldn't even understand the difficulties with some of the
Yeah.
selections they were understanding. And it's like, how do I know what's easy and what's hard? I
tells you.
didn't.
Yeah.
right.
At the time, no. Then after a while, it tells you.
Yeah.
On the plus side, thanks to games like DDR Max and whatnot,
Yeah.
it's like, wow, this really helps out pick up the music I like.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I tried Dance Dance Revolution Extreme in the arcade at Castaway Bay around my 18th birthday party. I actually tried it for once, and I was like,
Heck.
this is actually fun.
For some
And
people,
then that summer later on after I graduated, that's when I officially bought a Mario mix.
Okay.
And
So that was the first one you've owned.
and for
Yes.
some folks,
Okay.
DDR was their first exposure to the song Every Time We Touch.
Because every
We touch, we got this.
So
we're gonna stop right
that was the official.
I'm gonna
yeah.
snake you on that one.
No, I was gonna sing it, but I forgot the lyrics all of a sudden.
I still hear
Shut the
you.
fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
No, you're getting-
Ross.
Snake.
No, Ross. Sit on it.
Well, you don't want to hear my full 2.5 or whatever
No.
minute cover.
All right,
no.
But Badger.
Badger.
Mushroom.
Snake.
Yes.
All right.
Snake. Snake.
Stop.
But there's another rhythm game I'd like to bring up if you guys maybe have
Go for
heard it on the GameCube. This is I got the game and the item that goes with it.
What's that?
I think I know what this is.
Donkey Kong.
Yes!
Donkey Kong!
I was waiting for this
Oh
moment.
God.
I had a
And
feeling.
here are the bongos.
Yes,
Oh,
you brought
man.
the bongos. I love those
Oh
things.
man.
I'm gonna take these.
We like this.
We like
that.
Yes.
Wow. That's a memory.
This makes my Dong Kong thick.
Stop it.
Really had to go there with that.
I gotta get out of
Yeah.
here. Bye.
Okay, you see, one of us in this room is hornier than the others.
Clearly.
Yes.
Donkey Konga.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
was.
It's a great
I forget
game.
which video place I bought this from. What they were selling with the bongos and whatnot. I figured, oh heck, I'll go with it.
I
Go for it.
want to say Video Game Underground, maybe.
No, that's not Video Game Underground. I can attest to that. It was a video rental place that's actually near my dad. I forgot what it was called.
Definitely
that
closed
just
now.
No, not that makes me
Yeah.
just seeing the bongos. Seeing
So there was a third one released in Japan I read that we
So,
never got.
Now, if we place them like this way, and
Yeah,
you
there
give
was a
us
Donkey
couple of big
Konga 1,
sticks.
2.
almost every convention has this rhythm game, the big taiko drum one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That,
this
you
is-
have to go into the game room early to try and actually play because
Well, that was the same
a
developers as this,
line.
though, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Didn't they also make this Namco?
I'm not sure.
I
But
believe.
man,
That and the table flipping game.
no, table flip didn't have much of a line. No, taiko drum, all the rhythm games in. Yeah, and if you think DDR is the only crazy rhythm game, you've never been to an anime convention.
Yeah, anime conventions are just like on a
Because
whole
if you
nother
go to
level.
the game room, because like the game, I know at Colossicon for a while they had two separate game rooms. One was all your console arcade style games, Guitar Hero, all that. Then across the hall, there's the other one with all. If you could think of a way to play a rhythm game, it was in there.
Yeah.
It was Namco. You were correct.
I
Yeah.
thought so. Yeah.
Another great rhythm game. Sorry to cut you off. Beat Saber.
Yeah, I played Beat
I
Saber.
have yet to try that game,
I
but I
have.
want to.
I have, and I was playing it on since I haven't known much. It was at OhioCon. The only time I've actually ever been there. The one time I've been there when I was dressed as Phil Swift.
And
Swift. And actually had a product. I purposely bought a can of Flex Shield that week before that, specifically for that.
Did you saw a boat in half too while you were there? I hope.
Unfortunately, there was no boats to saw in that.
That sucks, man.
So actually, fun story with Beat Saber. Like, it's a quick one at least. The first time I ever played it was at Colossicon months before it actually came out.
Oh, really?
Because-
Like on the
Like it
actual
was still
VR
in
headset,
prototype?
or
So I was at one of the Villa parties, and if you ever been in Colossicon, you know how much the villas are. You know it's usually the rich people who usually have their own business and company. It turns out the Villa party I went to, it was one of the developers who made fucking Beat Saber.
No
Wow.
freaking way.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so it was just like,
Oh, hey, there
holy
you
fucking
go.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Let
you
me
hit
tell
the
ya.
jackpot for that
Look
one.
at you rubbing shoulders with the elite.
Oh, I'm not friends with the fucker. I didn't even know I was at his villa because I was with my other friend, the one who made the Soundfall game. Anyways, but no, even he didn't fucking know that until like way later.
And yeah, let me tell you, that Beat Saber, whew.
It's a good little exercise
Oh,
to get
yeah.
into it.
Even
I've
on the
seen
low
a couple
difficulties.
videos, and that does look like it's going to get your workout going.
yeah.
Even on the
If
low
you ever want to
difficulties,
try
that
it,
gives
I've
you a
got it
nice
on my
work.
quest. So
Like
Yeah.
even just like the one song I did, I wasn't even going that fast, and I was building up sweat.
Yeah.
Keep it up is all I'm gonna say.
yeah, I think like
If
the
I
full
had
the
the
full
VR
body
set to
rhythm
keep
games
doing it,
can be
I would
good
do it.
I
exercise.
think they brought it out for Switch, didn't they?
Not,
No.
I don't think so.
I think it's just on the Quest and the PC, right?
Yeah, well, I was
You
gonna
know,
say.
PlayStation
and
VR has it.
PlayStation VR.
Oh, that's right. It's
But
VR
however,
has
though,
it.
I don't think PlayStation VR can do custom songs.
yeah. So who
Probably
cares?
not.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you can download someone else's custom songs, but I don't fucking know.
it wouldn't be as interesting, honestly.
Even so, it is a fun game.
I feel like it's best on the Quest VR because it's wireless. You can just be like jumping around like an idiot and playing it and not have to worry about any wires.
I forget what's the name of the boxing one. There's like a boxing version of Beat Saber.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I cannot.
I
think
am
of the
not
name.
familiar with that, honestly.
Man.
Like it just
I
came
don't
out-
know if there's
came
a
out that
specific
long ago, I
boxing
think.
one, but I still remember. I think it was Glass City, one of the last Glass City cons. They had it was a JoJo's game.
Yes.
It was you're punching people like as if you were playing DDR.
I know they also did a Fist of the North Star one.
Okay,
Yeah.
it wasn't just it was Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that cabinet. I was like, I want to play that, but I would suck at it. I bet.
Oh, I played it. It was fun. Yes, pretty much.
Hey, that is not a jar joke because he actually says that in the anime.
It's not, but that was very high.
Because like you go through
That's literally how he sounds, though.
I
It is
know.
high
If you
pitched.
go through the normal fight, like pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, and then if you really got good to the end, all the pads would come out and it was just punch as many times as you can.
Yeah.
Well, so it was like.
I almost feel like if you had like one person doing like the 3 left and like the one person doing like the 3 on the right, it might be like just a little easier.
Nah,
but
it wouldn't have worked.
it would be
That
cheating
is
at that
cheating.
point. Yeah.
And that just reminds me of going to Dave and Buster's playing the Kung Fu
Yeah, I was
game.
gonna say I know there's another game that I played, and that was
Wasn't
that.
necessarily a rhythm. It was just
It's
the thing.
It's
It
like
pops up, you hit the thing.
It's like rhythm-esque, I would say.
Not really, because it didn't really go to a beat. It was just a thing popped
Yeah.
up, you hit the drum.
Well, yeah, but it's like it follows the same, and I'm not making a pun here. It follows the same like beats and like like what do you call that, like game flow or whatever
Mechanics.
Yeah. Ooh, what do you got there?
Oh,
These
Oh,
I got
the
at
Hatsune Miku game. Yeah.
Ooh, Vocaloids.
Which they do fall within the category of rhythm
They do.
games.
I
They do.
have one on the PS4. It's like the one that has like 200 something songs, something ridiculous.
Yeah,
on
that'd be the more
Yeah.
edition of Project Diva. I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks like you have an
For
older
those
copy
listening,
there.
Hatsune Miku did not invent Avon Polka. That's a Finnish song.
Yes,
Yep.
that's an
And-
older song too.
I
Yes.
bought this at ColossCon, not realizing apparently I got the Japanese version.
I
I
mean, you can look at the
What?
back. It says,
but even still, PS3 is backwards compatible with the
Or-
PS3 games,
yeah,
so it still works with me.
It's not region locked,
wait,
so
I'm sorry. PS3 is backwards compatible with PS3.
he
games.
meant to say region locked, but
Yeah.
I knew what he meant.
Yeah, no, I knew too, but I was just
Yeah.
like,
Had to give him shit.
I had to.
Yeah.
I deserve that, honestly. There's a good amount of things I deserve for being an idiot, honestly.
That's a big little manual in that. I've never seen the
It's a
man.
big little manual.
Or, well,
Back when PlayStation
it's
3 actually had manuals.
I know, right?
God,
Back
it's
when
spreading.
back when game manuals actually existed.
They were
I-
actually
I-
necessary.
I hear they do in Japan.
I could,
well, that's because
I-
Japan always gets all the good stuff.
That's
Yeah.
true. There are like 2,000 Gundam games in Japan, and we only have like 3.
So remember how we talked about that G Gundam game that was on PS1?
This
Yes.
is a Badger, but we'll go
This
with
is
it.
very Badger-esque.
Apparently, there's also a G Gundam fighting game for Super NES that actually did get localized.
Oh, really?
I found a dude
Really?
who's selling it on eBay for like $20. I'm
Are
just
you
like,
sure it's not like a bootleg translated version?
No, it looks legit.
Okay.
Might be a ROM hack put into a board so that way he could actually sell it.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I'm
it's probably
betting that.
a fan translation put on
Possibly,
the board.
but
probably.
Maybe.
Which is I think it's legal enough. Yeah.
It's
I mean,
it's
if-
morally gray, I would
If,
say.
if
It's
you can
worth
pl-
asking questions
If you can
about.
play
Yeah.
it, it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like any other ROM hack or fan translation. People
Yeah.
will translate a Japanese game like Radical Dreamers on the Super Nintendo. Big Chrono Trigger fan, so I almost bought it, but I'm just like, it's like a 30-minute game. Why would I buy it?
I'm just because of the sake of this conversation, I'm just gonna call out Nintendo.
Yeah.
Stop stealing our games, then sell them.
Sell
to
them,
me.
yeah. It's kind of,
Fair
I think
enough.
piracy is basically, when it comes down to it, a business problem and not so much a consumer problem. Sometimes it can be, but
Yep.
if you can't purchase the games legally without spending like Panzer Dragoon Saga goes for like hundreds of dollars. I think it's like 1,000 almost now. Chris, you probably know about that game, right?
I know of the Panzer Dragoon
Yeah.
games, but I've never played
That game
at
goes
all.
for hundreds. Like I think it's probably like $700 for like a box copy at this point. So something like that.
Kind of makes you wish you could go back in time.
I
and
know,
start
right?
buying and Sega Saturn games,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that was also like the
Wait,
one of the last
wait.
games released in America.
Wait,
but
wait.
we're badgering like crazy
No,
here.
no,
so.
no, no. Panzer Dragoon, that was on the original Xbox, right?
Orda was the third game. So Saga was actually like a turn-based RPG, and it was made around the same time they were making the second game, and it was like on 4 discs. And they saw Final Fantasy VII. They're like, "What? We want to beat Final Fantasy VII." And I haven't actually played all of Saga, but it's good. It's very good for the time.
Either way, it's like I know I have a Dragoon game on
Yeah.
for the original Xbox.
Yeah, I've got a
Case
copy
and
of it
all.
out there too.
Why do I
so.
feel there should be a Dragoon game that is rhythm based for some reason?
There's
There
not?
probably is
I think there's
somewhere.
only the 4 games
Yeah,
plus
even
the
so.
remakes. So
Anyways, back. Oh, what's this?
Yeah, Grant. Now Kelly's showing me that the cart you told me about.
What he just told us.
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably a fan made thing, I would assume, from the looks of it here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah,
Still a way.
either way,
Look,
it's a way to play it on the actual hardware.
If it works, it's worth it.
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, it's what, $20 for that version, so.
Yeah. Like seriously, every time I see those people who are selling OG Fire Red and Leaf Green
Yeah.
for like the Game Boy, but then you find out, oh, this is a ROM thing, but it still works on the actual Game Boy.
It's like
I'm not seeing a problem here because they're selling it for a fair price.
it's legally.
They're undercutting
yeah.
the plumber, and someday
Yes,
the plumber
it-
deserves it, though.
Yeah.
Sure, it's kind of a Anyway,
If the plumber isn't going to sell it,
I'm
Anyways,
gonna buy it somewhere.
Slight badger.
yeah, a bit of a badger, but kind of an
Bit of a
interesting
badger,
one.
never
That's
got
kind
them.
of what we do on this show anyway.
It's related to old games.
Yeah.
It is.
And we're in a
And we are in a basement.
it was a slight badger, but now we're back to the mushroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as for Nintendo, another amazing rhythm game. I don't know if you guys have ever played this, but have you guys played Elite Beat Agents on the DS?
I have not,
That
but
game
I know
is
of it.
amazing.
I've never heard of it.
I've
honestly.
never
What?
I've
I
never
know
played
of it.
Really?
I know of it, and I know the fact that
It's great.
That the final song is a totally
Yep.
ripping rendition of Jumpin' Jack
Yeah,
Flash
ju-
by
yeah.
the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
Wait.
exactly. Yeah.
You said it was on the DS, right?
Yes.
Yeah, original DS.
Yeah, that actually just had to remind me not to go back to
As
Guitar
you-
Hero for a
as you-
minute.
as
Have
you
you guys
sing-
ever tried that?
The DS one? No, I never played that one.
Nah.
Don't even think about it.
I believe it.
Well,
Yeah.
is it only like 3 buttons?
I forget if it's 3 or 4 buttons.
I'm just going to
honestly.
sell you guys on Elite Beat Agents with one of the songs. There's a you guys know Deep Purple, obviously, right?
Yeah.
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 I know
You
some of those songs.
Nobody gonna take my car. That song.
Nope, no, Deep Purple at all. All I know is Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Oh, there you go. Dun, dun. That's not on there, but
Not even the best Deep Purple song.
yeah. But anyway,
That's the one I know of.
but going back to what I
You
was,
don't know Hush or Child in Time?
Child in Time's definitely their best, easily.
Or Highway
easily.
Star, maybe?
Highway Star is a good, and that's actually what's on the game. But
Yeah.
so each one of the Elite Beat Agent songs, I think there's like 15 or 20. I can't remember. It's been 10 years since I played it.
As
But
you sing your dancing way through space
Yeah.
and time, helping out in such crazy situations as helping a Hollywood director get his big film off the ground, or helping 2 people fall in love,
Yes.
or actually literally saving the world.
yes,
Or in
It's
the one
weird.
sad,
those are all like that. But
or
so
the one where you're helping a girl get a present for Christmas, and if you fail,
oh my God, yes, that was the
saddest-
second. That was yes, that was the second thing I was going to mention. So really quick, Elite Beat Agents is actually an Americanized version of 2 Japanese games. It's like Otsu something, I can't remember. Japan only. It's import friendly, I guess. But you tap the dots at the same time when the circle goes in on it.
Yep.
So it uses the touchpad, so it was a good use of the DS. But
Oh,
so 2 of the songs I want to just go over. Each one is like, it has these like, you play the song in parts, then some of the there'll be like little comics that play in between, right?
Yeah.
So one of them is freaking it's a pug that is trying to catch up to its owner, I think it was. It gets like lost, and it was amazing. And then the other one's the depressing Christmas one, which I won't even spoil, but like literally you have the feels by the end.
especially if you game over it.
Yeah, especially if you game over. And even at the end you have like that, it was like kind of like happy but also sad feels. So
And then to kind of go off, another DS, but there was the other DS one called Rhythm Heaven. I believe that's what it was
yeah, I never
called.
played
I
that
played
one.
like a demo version. I've never
Okay.
actually played it, but I know it existed.
I've seen some footage of it, but I never
Yeah.
played it. The WarioWare guys made that game, right? I think so.
I want to think so. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
What's a disappointing rhythm game that everyone's just like, fuck this. I never want to see it again.
The ice cream mini game in Kingdom Hearts. I hate that game.
You know what?
Finny
I'm
Fun?
gonna have to agree with him on this one.
It is a bullshit minigame.
Or the little,
But of course, you have to 100% complete it. Otherwise, you don't get one of the special keyblades in the game.
Yeah.
One of, if not the best Keyblade, yeah?
Oh yeah, sweet surprise.
Yeah.
Or
Like, it's,
That also unlocks the sweet. I forget the command style, but
yeah.
it unlocks that too.
Ooh.
But it's like you have to 100% that game, and by the time you get to It's a Small World, I already hate that song as it is, and now I have to play it 50 fracking Lord Forsaken times just to get it finished. I'm just
And with each character, I might have to add to that.
God.
And with each, you have to do it 3 times.
No, you see, that's if you're going the completionist hell mode route. I'm just going to go the proper completionist route is do it once with Aqua and done.
Yeah.
another one.
I mean, Aqua is
another
best girl.
stupid.
Facts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And best character.
Another silly, pointless rhythm minigame is the little one you do in Final Fantasy X-2.
Oh, yeah, I think I
To
know
get
what you're
everyone,
talking about.
because Rico's like, oh, I need to get it psyched up to hold a concert in the middle of the Thunder Plains.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned Final Fantasy, how about the little dance game you gotta do in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Honestly, that was very welcoming considering how the game went.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel that
It
was,
works.
was my favorite introduction to the third trio member, Andrea.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's actually a great introduction, and I like that. That's how it helps you decide if you're getting Cloud's good outfit or his shitty outfit.
Yeah.
Actually, that's depending
Obviously,
on the side
I got
quests
the
you
good
do
outfit.
in Walmart.
I mean, yes, but also it does help out nonetheless. You know. Plus, also it's just like a fun little rhythm mini game. You know. But I wasn't talking about mini games. I'm just talking about rhythm games in general. Like just the worst fucking one. And honestly, Kingdom Hearts 2, I didn't care for the whole Little Mermaid.
I was waiting for that. Yes.
Like I like. Kingdom
Are you
Hearts
winning, son? Your dad walks in there and was like, "Hey, son, you winning?" And then they're like, "Shitty fun."
Oh god.
Like,
Yeah,
so
it was so cringy.
Like, don't get me wrong.
So
you think
bad.
my jar jokes are bad? That was pretty cringy to like deal with by myself. So
No, like,
But again, you got to do it. Otherwise,
You gotta
don't
do
get-
it.
Otherwise, you don't get one of the keyblades that are
Right.
in the game.
no, like, well, no, you can't complete the story without fucking doing it.
yeah,
That too.
Like, seriously, like, you need to finish the Little Mermaid twice.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, okay, here's what I don't like about it. Yes, the Birth by Sleep fucking mini game sucks dick. I'll easily admit that, but that's optional.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to fucking do that if you really don't like it.
Mhm.
This, you have to do.
yep.
And what pisses me off is you already did the Little Mermaid, the whole movie
In the
level
first game.
In the first game.
Yeah.
And actually, I like...
Yeah, it was cool in the first game.
Unpopular opinion. Everyone hates it. I love Kingdom Hearts 1's Little Mermaid level.
No.
Kingdom Hearts 2, it's just, hey, let's redo the whole fucking movie for no reason, even though we acknowledge we already did, and make it a really shitty rhythm game. And it's just, I don't fucking care. And the only good one is Under the Sea.
Under the
Yes,
sea.
that is the only good one I'll ever accept.
The one bonus points though. Who knew Haley Joel Osment could sing?
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
valid point, I
like,
guess.
I kind of did, but like, you know.
Like he actually able to hold a tune in that game.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely impressed.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had to take lessons prior to recording.
Yeah, that's-
But still, the
maybe.
fact that he managed to do it is impressive.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they would just be like, "Oh, we'll just get an alternate
Person
voice
to do
talent
it,
to
yeah.
do the singing voice." But he's like,
Well,
"No, I'm gonna do
probably
it."
good thing his voice matured before recording for 2.
That's
Ain't that
true,
the truth?
yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Because he was the first game, he would have been like what, like
He was a kid. I
Yeah,
remember
still
when
pretty
recording
young.
for the first one.
And you can hear it in the voice.
Yep. He was prepubescent.
okay.
But yeah, no. But then we got Kingdom Hearts Rhythm of Melody or Melody of Rhythm.
Melody of Memory.
You know,
Yes.
I forgot about that, and I still have yet to
But even
touch
then,
it.
it's really not that bad.
I don't care.
It could
for
be
it.
worse. It could have been worse.
You're right. It could have been fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 Little Mermaid all over again.
Yeah.
It could have been that. But it just when I played
But
the
it
demo
wasn't.
for it. I played the demo for it, and
You-
then I just binged the actual game on YouTube, so I wouldn't have
the
to
story
actually play it.
cutscene or whatever.
Basically, all the story
Yeah.
parts, because that's all I need. Because the bullshit part is it's an actual sequel,
Yeah.
and you actually need to play it for the future.
More lore.
It pisses me off.
So
Yeah.
it takes place right before 4, I would assume.
I feel like
Yeah.
Well, it takes.
That's all I need to know.
Technically, it takes place right after Remind.
I still feel like Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
is by and large the most convoluted series ever made.
100%
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, by no means
Yeah.
will I dispute that. Until someone shows me something else,
Yeah.
I will go with that.
I mean, yeah.
That Metal Gear are the most
Metal
convoluted.
Gear, at least it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and like Peace Walker, I guess.
Not.
Five and Rising.
Well, Rising is like basically a glorified spin-off that's
It's
amazing, mind you.
still
But
Still
part of-
fun.
it's still part of it, but
Oh,
like
yeah, gameplay wise, it's amazing.
you really let's be real. You
Oh,
only
can
need
we
to play
come on?
you only need to play 1 through 4. After that, the series can be over outside of Rising.
And then, but Rising.
Well, if you're going for a
is so
solid
over-
Snake storyline, yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
And Rising is just. It was so over the top. It was hilarious. I mean,
yeah.
come on.
Rising
Nano
is
Machine, son.
I don't care what anyone
Fighting
says.
frickin'
Rising
Jim
is an
Cornette.
amazing game. So.
Which future episode we will get to Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah.
mind you.
Yeah.
Spoilers, man.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Also, there's a future episode where we'll be talking exclusively about Kingdom Hearts, so stay tuned.
Spoilers, man.
Stay tuned.
Spoilers.
Hey,
Hey.
it's called a teaser. You gotta tease them.
You gotta tickle the-
tease them.
We
gotta
have
tickle the
talked about
balls.
both of those franchises in the past, so
Yeah.
And I'll go 3 for 3. Another one will be on Mega Man in the future.
yep.
Oh, okay.
More
That's
than
not
likely.
spoiler at all.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And then you know,
With
if
it,
we're
but that's
still
going to
doing
be
this by-
condition pending, though.
Yeah.
If we're still doing this by October, we gotta go with our spoopy games.
Yes,
Indeed.
we'll definitely do
Spoopy
horror
game
games.
Special.
But
But I think we should stop teasing and maybe go over a couple more games here really quick.
I
Finish
really
your-
want to talk about Rock Band.
Yes, let's do that.
Because I've got some great stories about
Like,
rock
I say
band.
we end on that because it's getting a little long here. So
Well, it's about an hour 15. Yeah, I think we can do a little bit more, but not much.
Let's talk about Rock Band, and because we could make this
because
longer.
Uncle Hank's staring at me through the
The
window. and I'm
last
getting
episode
creeped
was
out.
over 3 hours. I think we should maybe make this one about an hour and a half ish.
Yeah.
Like I said,
That's why let's talk about
Rock Band and then wrap it up.
And then maybe we'll see our 3 favorites because, Grant, if you look behind you, Uncle Hank is staring at you through that window.
Oh my God! How did he get there?
Standing there.
Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
It's
That
He's
stare!
He's not even like saying anything. He's just staring.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm getting
know-
moved.
He's getting that smile going.
He's not even smiling. What the fuck are you
He's
talking
just
about?
staring.
Anyways, Rock Band.
So,
Kelly.
Rock Band. Some of my favorite Rock Band moments. First one was, I forget if it's Rock Band or Rock Band 2, but the song Sick by Flyleaf.
Yeah.
I think that was one.
Which is a chick singer,
Yes, Italian chick singer.
fairly high vocal register.
Yeah.
Yes.
My buddy George tries to sing this song. Oh, God. Guy I knew in high school. Full power to him. He tried. By God, he tried.
Oh
And
my!
He just.
I stopped myself.
Couldn't
He
do
just
it.
he could not do it. And of course, the rest of us who are doing the guitar, bass, and drum parts, we start screwing up because we're too busy laughing at it. Like we're laughing our butts off, and now we're missing notes, and we're just like, George, get off the mic. You can't do it, but you're making the rest of us look bad. So that's one of my favorites. And then the day came. I think it was Rock Band 3 or 4. Actually, no, it was Rock Band 3 because Rock Band 3 was where they introduced the keyboards.
Yes.
It was.
And one of the songs in Rock Band 3 is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting by Elton John.
Hell yes.
It's at Colossal Con, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, they got Rock Band 3.
Ah.
I start scrolling through. I was like, I'm going to get on the mic for this. Like, oh, you going to play one of the instruments? No, bitch, I'm a sing.
I'm singing this shit.
I'm singing this, and I tore it up.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, to the point where we had a crowd. So, I mean, the other 3 people that were playing the other music parts were doing a really good job too. But the 4 of us together, we were grooving.
Yeah.
And like we had a crowd forming around.
It
us.
was that good, huh?
It's like every once in a while, you know when you got a good one going.
Yep.
And when everybody's in the zone and everything's
Yeah.
just clicking.
Yeah. Oh, I had a kind of not so much groove, but I had everyone getting behind me once they started doing it because, and I believe of whatever one, I don't know if it was 2 or 3, definitely wasn't 4, but going like it was a couple of Colosscons. There's me showing up. You see some pudgy little man in a tank, in a wife beater, and a kilt wearing a funny hat, selecting Psycho Stick.
Psycho Stick.
Beer by specifically the song Beer by Psycho Stick. Yes. Yes. You just see me go, if you're crappy, but cold beer will make me happy. If I throw up on the floor, I can go and drink some more. Beer is good. So I'm doing that, and they think most people know, see that. Some people know of it because it was a fairly popular meme song at the time.
Sure.
But no one thinks, and then he's like, people know, like, oh, is this guy really gonna scream? And it's like, it starts off and then they get to the part, and then you just see me going. Everyone's like, yeah! I killed my throat a couple of times doing it because I got into it, but it was like
Good old gutter roll.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it. Plus, there was one time I had a little vape stick on me at the time, so right in the middle of all that, you just see me take a hit of a vape, and they're like, "This guy's smoking too." I was like, "Yes, I am, sir."
That's good.
I mean, because half the fun of rock band, you gotta make a little show out of it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Especially if you're the singer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Showmanship is key in rock band. If
I
you're
mean,
gonna
I've
be
done
the
that doing
singer.
Primus.
Funny enough, I've been thinking about wanting to do some group stream and with some more rock band. And so sometime after you got is left, apparently I got rated by a random person on Twitch who only rated me because it was a band stream going.
Oh, really?
Oh yes.
Hey, a rating's a rating.
Yeah. It is what it is.
So that got me thinking.
One of these days, maybe the next time.
Maybe I should start including more rock band streams into the parties.
I mean,
That'd be fun.
Gotta. I call
should
bass
also-
and vocals.
Yeah.
No,
And I'm gonna need you guys
If
for
anybody-
future
if
purposes.
anybody's singing,
I kind of
it's me.
suck at rhythm
Depending
games,
on the
but I'll
song.
play.
Wait. The guy who God hit the mute button on wants to sing.
Hey, I'll get better.
I go better.
Well, if he can tear it up again for Saturday Night, it's all right for fighting. I think that'll be awesome.
But no, okay, so really quick, so I got a fun story related to Rock Band. So you guys know how sometimes during shows you'll have that one guitarist just destroy his guitar on stage.
Christ
Yeah.
Novoselic.
Yeah.
And
London
Pete Townsend.
Calling.
and you know when you have those
Jimi
rage
Hendrix.
and
Yep.
you know when you have those rage moments when you're playing a game, you just smash that controller against the wall.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I've
So
never
this-
had
Something like
it.
that.
This is one of those, and it's not me because I
Oh.
respect my consoles.
Good.
So,
Who broke it?
So it was the year my family and I we got Rock Band for the 360 because I didn't have a PS3 yet at the time,
Fair enough.
and fucking it was my oldest brother. He was like, I would play the guitar here and there, mostly on bass, and I'd always play it left-handed. I'm right-handed, but I always played left-handed because I think it's dumb.
Jimi Hendrix did.
That
You-
right. I think it's
Yeah,
dumb.
Hendrix did. Got it.
Yeah, because I think it's dumb that right hand just does the one stick when
Yeah.
your left hand does all the buttons. I'm like, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do the buttons on this.
I know I'm left-handed and it makes sense for me, but
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
This is,
It should be the other way
I'm
around.
naturally left-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no, so I would do the guitar or bass here and there on my way of playing, but I'd mostly do drums. My oldest brother always did guitar, and so he wanted to complete Rock Band, and so he wanted 100% completion, hardest difficulty on every song. He was playing, and I think I know what you wanted to say, Ross. No,
I was going to mention a certain trophy for Rock Band, but I don't know. We'll get to that
no,
later.
Not that.
I can mention
We'll get to it.
Oh, yeah,
After the story, we'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
No, he just wanted 100% completion, hard difficulty on every song. The one that he could not do, Green Grass and High Tides.
Ooh, I can test to this. That is a difficult one to do.
That's tough on medium difficulty.
Yeah, no, like fucking... It's like, he's able to finish it every time. He's able to get the 90 percentile on it.
But he can't complete it.
So, after him trying this song for like the 100th time, give or take, I'm in the basement playing a game or whatever, and I'm just hearing smashing, and it's him taking the fucking guitar controller and smashing it against the floor.
Wow.
And
I don't know how people can lose their temper like that, to
and
be
he
honest.
blames it on me because I made the stick loose because of the way I play.
What?
Yes.
That's
I-
impossible.
I
That is bullshit.
I think he's just being a baby.
No, he was definitely being sore about it for
Yeah.
no fucking reason. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to playing guitar, I am a little hard on the stick, but it's also I play it maybe once a month. I mostly do the drums because it's easier for me.
Was this the wired guitar controller? Mine.
I don't remember. It's been years.
Was the Stratocaster controller or black?
It was black and white.
Yeah, that's the wired one.
Yeah.
Because I remember
yeah.
when it came to the Xbox 360 version of Rock Band, and
Oh no,
the first one, that guitar controller was wired, but when N2s came out, that one was wireless.
Yeah. Well, even so, it's just like it doesn't matter though. It's like I play it a fraction of the time he does. I mostly do drums because it was easier for me.
Well, also to be fair, though, I've noticed those strum bars back in the day were pretty testy.
Yeah. Like my ex-wife.
Yes.
Because you have one of those.
Now, Ross, go ahead and tell about that awful trophy.
Oh yeah.
I think I know which one you're about to bring
I've
up.
yet to officially. I've seen anyone. I've yet to see anyone. I've yet to be in the where to anyone even attempt to get this thing.
No.
Let alone see someone actually get it. I think it was in like the first couple of them. The Bladder of Steel achievement trophy.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
Yes. The only way you get it, you had to complete the endless set list of number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least complete one of the endless set lists. You want to know how long you have to go through? And you want to know how long it'll take you to do it?
Like 5 hours or something?
6.
And you're
6
not
hours,
allowed
and you
to
cannot
pause
miss
this.
you're not allowed to pause or anything. So this is a 6-hour.
Just pee in a cup.
Or you know,
Or make
somehow,
sure you
or
take
like
your
with,
piss before you actually play this
Definitely.
game.
or
Yeah.
if it like during some of those little breaks, pass it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a wingman on you.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well, also make sure they are playing the same difficulty as you, because if they can't play expert, you're gonna want to put it on hard or something.
Yeah.
Which I've never attempted this one yet, but I'm actually thinking about streaming this and myself doing that one day.
Trying to do the endless set list.
Yes.
You're going to need a goal, big group for that, for sure.
Yeah. Maybe next time we have a party.
Yeah, party would be the most
I don't
logical.
know if I want to make endless set lists a whole part of a party though. That's the
You'd have to
deal.
make, yeah, you'd have to be, that would be the whole stream,
Well, maybe
then.
not a party, but like a gathering.
We'll see.
Like one of these days, you call us up and say, "Hey, you guys want to try this?" And
I'll
we'll go
announce it early in advance. I'm going to attempt this and say when it's going to happen.
Again, either way, plan it out sometime.
Yep.
I will not participate because I know for a fact I could never play it.
Yeah, I would suck too. I could maybe do part of the singing just because it's more about like hitting
Well,
like
actually,
the right.
if you're going to attempt the bladder seal, it's got to be a one-person show only.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, to be fair, however,
To be fair,
to be fair, if you're going to attempt that, do it solo. Don't pass it off.
Yeah.
So that way people can know, okay, you did do it officially.
All right, Kelly, you got any more stories for us?
I do have one. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys consider Rocksmith a game or more of a
Yeah,
guitar
it would
tutorial?
definitely. It would
I
definitely.
I actually
be
consider it,
it was rhythm
a
based,
simulation
it was
to
there
teach you
was a
how to play
tutorial.
guitar for real.
But it also has game-like elements, so I count
Yes, I count it wholeheartedly.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus,
good.
also the guitar is pretty sweet.
Yeah, actually being able to use a freaking guitar.
I slightly forgot about Rocksmith.
Yeah, I've got it on my PC there, so.
So yes, Rocksmith was a game where you could plug in a real guitar or bass, and it would actually teach you how to play the song.
I mean, the game still exists. It's you can use present tense.
You know-
sorry, I'm being an asshole. Continue.
Well, most people forget that it was a thing. So
Yeah,
Right.
It still exists. You can still buy it.
So, when I was late high school, early college, my at the time next door neighbor had a copy of Rocksmith. He could play guitar. I was learning bass, so I was just like, "Hey, let's combine forces. Let's learn songs together
Yeah, sure.
for the fun of it, right?" And so we'd be playing and we'd be like, "Oh, hey, let's learn that song. Oh, hey, let's learn that song." Some songs were more difficult than others.
Yeah.
In real life. But every time you learned a song, you felt a sense of accomplishment because now, rather than just hitting
buttons.
You're playing a
plastic-
freaking song that you can play anywhere.
You're actually playing a real song on a real instrument.
Yeah.
So one of our songs that we decided that we were going to learn was "The Final Countdown" by Europe.
Nice.
Classic '80s hair metal.
That everybody thinks
Yeah.
is an actual part of the Rocky soundtrack when it's not.
No.
That actually reminds me, and not to cut you off, but that reminds me of a couple Rock Band games I did not bring, and one of them was Lego Rock Band, and that song is on it.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're learning "The Final Countdown," right?
Yes.
We played it. We get it mastered, right?
Yes.
My friend's at the time girlfriend, now wife,
Yeah.
she was visiting,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes and grabs her, brings her into the room where because we played it in his room. He brings her in the room, and he's like, "Hey babe, check this out. We learned a new song." And so we start playing it, and we're not even looking at the screen. We're just full on jamming, like we obviously had it 100% mastered.
Yeah.
And we're like, "What do you think?" And she just looks at the two of us and just goes, "You guys are dorks."
It takes one to know
Freaking-
one.
Sounds about right.
I'm just like, "No, you don't understand. We learned the final countdown."
You can play it without the freaking TV.
Yeah, it's like we learned the final countdown. She's just like, "So?" I'm just like, "No, you don't understand.
That
We
that
learned
takes
the
some
final
time.
Countdown. That's a great song."
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the final countdown.
It is.
Exactly.
It is the final.
countdown.
Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Ross just dropping his mic.
A literal mic drop.
But she just didn't get it. She couldn't understand how cool it was that we had actually learned how to play the final countdown.
and this guy married her.
Hey, they made it work. They got two kids.
There
so,
you go.
More
Okay.
power to them.
Yeah.
I saw you checking the window again. Is he still out there?
Yeah.
All
God.
right, so let's wrap
let's
this up.
just
Okay.
go.
Well, actually, although Rocksmith does let you to learn to play guitar for real, Rock Band 3 kind of did it a little sooner since they did introduce this Guitar Pro mode put into it where you could plug in an actual guitar or controller and actually play it. But I don't remember if it came with a tutorial on how to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could use it as a controller, but probably not teaching you how to play the game, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know since I didn't have an actual guitar
Uh-huh.
or to play it with, sadly.
So, okay, let's go around the table. What's everyone's top 3 rhythm games, give or take? And throw in an honorable mention if you want.
Not my genre. So
Yeah, it's not. Admittedly, of the genres we've talked about, it's one of my least favorites so far. But
Oh, no. Wholeheartedly. I'm glad we did this episode and get it out of the fucking way.
I do have a soft spot for lead beat agents, like I mentioned. That would be one of my top ones for sure.
You can't go wrong with Beat Saber. That's one of my.
Beat Saber was cool from what I played.
I
of it
mean,
for
I had
sure.
my fun moments with playing the DDR machine with because you had some of your classics. You had Every Time We Touch, Cartoon Heroes, Butterfly.
Yeah.
I
I don't even know if I would have like a
little
top
butterfly.
3 favorite, honestly. It's just like rhythm games are like they're cool, but like they're not really like my jam. So
Plus, it's like in the end, it's
they're great for relieving yourself or just trying to gain that focus, you know.
yeah.
But like I can't. One I love is Rock Band just because you have the whole set.
Yep.
Then of course Guitar Hero was like, okay, let's go do Rock Band now.
Yeah.
well, Guitar Hero started, then Rock Band.
Well, yeah,
I-
Harmonix was part of Guitar Hero
Harmonix and
first
Red
until they
Octane.
split.
Then became Red Octane started it, and then Harmonix.
See, I didn't.
And I think Rocksmith perfected it because it was the logical progression. So honestly, yeah, I guess I'd put Rocksmith on top 3, even though I'm still very, very, very newbie at playing guitar. Like I can barely like pluck the strings without making it sound stupid. So.
Two of my honorable mentions would be the fucking taiko drums because those are fun as fuck.
Oh yeah, and Donkey Konga would round out my top 3 then.
And Parappa the Rappa because you grow up with that.
Yeah,
It's a
sure.
rhythm game to start out with. But fucking, you can't go wrong with DDR. It's fun if you have someone else.
It's the grand.
Good
it's
exercise.
It's the granddaddy of
It's-
all.
Oh yeah.
It's the
sure.
granddaddy, you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it. The Kingdom Hearts rhythm games can all go somewhere else. I will accept.
They could all go to the realm of darkness.
I will accept the Birth by Sleep one. I will accept the Birth by Sleep one because I like the Keyblade.
Someone's trying to get.
Yeah, I know. Uncle Hank will let you in a bit. We're almost done. For the love of all that is holy, let me in. Oh shit, it's anti-jizz.
Oh God,
Oh
no.
no!
Not
Oh no!
her,
No!
too.
No!
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wasn't she supposed to still be in Marion for the next 3 to 5?
I don't know.
How did those two even end up? Ugh.
Are they even? They're not even married, are they?
They are actually.
They are married. Wait,
How?
Uncle Hank's married?
Yes.
This is a more lore development than I should have expected from this episode.
Will you fuckers let us in? Okay, guys, let's. Hey, anyone else got something to say about rhythm games?
I was just gonna say my favorites are the Rock Band franchise, especially because they build on each other. So you can get to Rock Band 4, but you can get songs from all the other games that came before,
And more.
And more.
Yep.
So you kind of got to give props to Guitar Hero World Tour where they'll let you make your own.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. No, for Guitar Hero though, I didn't know they had their own drum set before Rock Band.
That would be when
World Tour.
the 4th official game came out.
Yeah,
a
World
Tour.
Tour.
Which
And then
came out after
yeah.
Rock Band.
Oh, okay. So
World Tour is the one that had the little symbols on it.
So they were in development for it. It's just Rock Band kind of beat them by like a few months.
Yes.
1 year. into
Because
that
Rock
one.
Band has the 4 pads and the kick pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Guitar Hero one has the 3 pads, two symbols, and a kick
Unfortunately,
pedal.
however, the Guitar Hero drums were very testy.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through 2 sets.
Listen, kids. Listen. I need you to get out the fuck
Uncle Hank, shut up.
Look, my
Let us finish the show.
My wife is here, and I want to get fucked.
Okay, can you at least let us just wrap it up? We're almost done here.
All right, fine. You get
Parappa the wrap it up. Sorry.
I'll give you 3 minutes, and if you say one more goddamn word, you little skunk, I will beat you.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take us home, Chris.
Yeah, anyway, you could use actually the Rock Band and drums and Guitar Hero, thankfully. But obviously with the games I got right here, top 3 favorites, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and DDR. I'm even going to go so far as to name my favorite ones. For Guitar Hero 3, Rock Band, I'm going to give this one to the Beatles Rock Band, that's
Ooh,
spin-off.
nice.
All right.
Which was also my more introduction for the Beatles, since I didn't really listen to a lot of their songs until this.
That's fine.
All right.
And
Rubber
DDR,
Soul.
Mario Mix.
All right.
Let's see. The first time I ever heard the Beatles that I can think of is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, same here.
The Twist and Shout.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
probably my favorite Beatles song.
And I wasn't
it is
even...
it is a
and
good
from-
one.
And I didn't even know that Ferris was
I
talking about
grew
it
up
a little
listening
bit
to
prior to
my
that
dad,
whole
so
thing.
I knew
Yeah.
the Beatles and Paul McCartney before.
Yeah, I had the Beatles 1 when it came out when I was like 11 or something.
one of my
so
dad's-
that was my introduction.
My introduction to the Beatles was my brother had a VHS copy of their movie Help. First time I watched that,
yeah.
I was about 5 or 6 years
Alright,
old,
and
and that
that
was
was
my introduction.
One of the big
Nice.
songs I can remember jamming my dad with the Beatles was "Get Back, JoJo."
Yep.
Get
Now,
back, Loretta. Your mama's waiting for you.
Shut up. Ah.
Anyway.
now,
And on that note, I have
I'm
officially
done.
taken my limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, me personally, I never understood why there was like rock bands for certain bands and guitar heroes for certain bands. I just found it unnecessary, especially when it's like...
If you're really big into that band,
Yeah.
it's probably good, but...
Yeah, I just found it unnecessary personally. But that's just me. Anyways, I want to get out of here. It smells like chicken in here.
It smells like
Agreed.
it smells like chicken and
Dang it, Ross, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
that sounds like a personal problem.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
y'all
see
next
you
week.
bastards next time.
Bye-bye.
Make sure,
Goodbye.
make sure to buy Soundfall for PS3 and PS4, PS5, and so on. Bye.
Bye-bye.